The most efficient way to lock in and maximize your productivity is to control your environment, both internally and externally. Now, before I go on with this video, I just want to make a huge disclaimer that a lot of what I'm saying comes from the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. It's a really great book, but I just wanted to point that out so that way you don't think that all of my ideas are original. I've learned this on my own, implemented this in my own life, and it's done wonders for me, hence why I'm sharing it to you guys. Anyways, let's start off with the easier one, controlling your environment internally. So to best explain this, let's just imagine you're walking into your room getting ready to edit a video, and when you sit down, you're surrounded with three objects: a video game console, some new books that you want to read, and your phone. Now at first glance, this doesn't seem to be much of a bother or an issue because as long as you have your editing software pulled up, you're going to be able to work. However, here's a really important rule that we must understand. Whenever there's objects in your field of vision, both peripheral or directly, your attention span gets dispersed. And the more objects there are that are in your field of vision, the more dispersed your attention gets. In other words, the more objects there are, the more distractions there are. And that's because each object kind of acts as a force gravitating towards you and trying to compel you to work on it or use it. For instance, when you have your video game console in front of you, you feel more compelled to go play video games. When you have your phone right next to you, you feel more compelled to just stop working and scroll on social media. Same with the book, same with any other object. You feel like tossing out your main work for the things that you want to do. So how exactly do you get rid of these objects and distractions? It's simple. Get it out of your field of vision. Whether it's hiding it underneath your bed, putting it in a different closet, or tossing it somewhere else in your home so that way it's really hard for you to get it. That is how you eliminate these distractions and completely lock in on your work. If you want to take things a step further, work in a blank state. That doesn't mean you're working emotionlessly. It just means that you're working in a place that has very minimal to zero distractions, and it's pretty much just you and your laptop or you and what you're working with. Try implementing this and I promise you, your productivity rates will increase so much more. So now on to the second part of the solution, which is controlling your external environment. I will say this is much harder than controlling your internal environment because there's only so much you can control from the outside world. But when I refer to your external factors, I primarily talk about the people or culture or community you surround yourself with. You see, say for instance you're someone that wants to lock in and you surround yourself with people that are also locking in and grinding and working towards their goals, naturally you're going to feel more compelled and interested to lock in on your own because you're motivated, you're inspired by looking at all of your friends or the people you surround yourself with. You're like, okay, if they're working, I'm gonna follow the herd. You know, we try to always eliminate this herd mentality, but sometimes we can use it for our favor. However, the same can be said for the opposite case. Imagine you're surrounding yourself with literal hooligans, people that just don't lock in, they're locked out, honestly. You're going to also be locked out too. You're not going to be able to work and you're not going to be as productive as you want to be. People that always go party or just do this and that without working, they're going to distract you from your goals and from your locking in. Now, this being said, that doesn't mean you can't have any friends that are just there for fun and you always should have friends that are grinding and locking in. Like, no, that's going to be boring. Have friends that you can have fun with, but just understand when too much is too much. And even better, try to have friends or surround yourself with people that have a good sense of fun while also having a greater understanding of working and locking in. I think that's how you're going to make the best of both worlds and really maximize your productivity. So yeah guys, that was pretty much it. Nothing crazy, but super effective. Try it out on your own life, especially try out controlling those internal factors. It'll really make a difference, I promise you that. But yeah, if you want more videos like this, just comment down below. But other than that, you've officially become 1% better.